I'm sitting here with my good friend Ross Sutter, a multi-talented musician, keeper of traditions of Swedish folk music, more than he knew because it goes back generations in my family.
It does. My family has always been singers, and there have been people that have played piano, and I heard stories of grandfathers that played harmonica, and even a grandfather who was a whistler, because when they didn't have an instrument or a fiddler, sometimes they would just whistle the tune and people would actually dance to that. But primarily the music in my family was church music.
And church music was a big part of the folk culture of Swedish music too. Ross has also been very instrumental in keeping the tradition of Spelmansdagen here at Gammelgården. We look forward to having you come this August and enjoy Spelmansdagen. And one note about, he will tell you about his family's tradition of playing the one-stringed psalmodica, and that word translates as psalm music, because it was invented to be used in the church when they banned fiddle playing from the church.
That's exactly right.
And they felt if it had only one string, it could never make dance music. It could only play sacred music based on the Book of Psalms.
That's right, and it's hard to play it fast, so it's a tricky instrument to even play a fiddle tune on. I'm going to play for you a song and a tune on this instrument. It's called the dulcimer. And they have an instrument like this in Sweden and Norway. In Sweden it's called the hummel, and in Norway it's called the longerlik. So it's very much a Scandinavian instrument. And some of those instruments made their way over to this country. I thought I'd start with some music. My grandmother used to have a little saying she would say to me that went, "Rida, rida, ranka, hästen heter Blanka, var skall du rida, till en liten piga?" And which means, riding on a horse named Blanca, where shall we go riding? Out to look for a little girl or a bride. And it became a favorite memory for me. And then I found this really nice tune for it, and I've put them together and I've sung it all over Minnesota and all over the country actually. And play it first, and then I'll sing it for you in Swedish, and then I'll sing it in English. Rida, rida, ranka, hästen heter Blanka, var skall du rida? Jag ska ut och fria till en liten piga. Riding, riding, riding on your horse named Blanka. Where shall we go riding o'er the countryside, oh, to find the little bride, oh. And I work a lot in schools, and so I decided that I would also start building instruments with young people in schools. And so I, over many years, developed an instrument which ended up looking something like this. We decided to go with one string because it's really enough for students, especially younger kids, to just handle one string. Well, fast forward 10 years of building these, and a woman from Sweden came over here to visit, She does lots of research on Minnesota Swedes, and she said to me, I'm not surprised you're building those one-string instruments. Your great-grandfather back in Sweden used to play a one-string instrument just like that. And I said, what? He played a psalmodican. He was a school teacher and a song leader in the church, and he used the psalmodican in both places. I didn't know much about the instrument. I think I may have had seen one, but I soon started looking into it a little bit, and I met a group of people led by Beatrice Wall, and she's been an inspiration to me, and she helped me find a builder who built this one, and I went over to Sweden on an earlier trip and studied with a master player over there. I'm not even going to play this instrument very well because I'm still not very good. It has more frets than the dulcimer. It's chromatic, but you play it with a bow, or you can pluck it with your finger as well. And it has a very nice sound. But what I realized from that is sometimes you're keeping alive a tradition that you didn't even know existed. And now I've built probably over 20,000 of these one-string dulcimers in schools all over the country. And it makes me especially happy to know that back there somewhere, someone in my family actually played this instrument, and that I'm carrying on a tradition.